pissed off post-match reaction here from the comfort of my couch. I figured if the players themselves don't do their part to show up to an important game to reclaim the liderato, the top spot of the Spanish top flight, then why should I bother at these late hours to fire up the lights, the cameras, the action of D Spot Studios when I can just do the same thing? I don't need to show up. I'll just do it from my couch. It's much easier that way. Just, flip on the phone and give you all my impressions here after this Girona 2, Barça 1. We're watching the repeat here, the highlights of Lamine Yamal. Missed penalty shot, hitting the post. Unfortunate that one. Barça failing in the last 3 of the 6 penalty attempts. These are not good times for Barça from the penalty spot. Now, there's a lot of talk, of course, of whether or not the penalty should have been retaken. I think it was Brian Zaragoza, or was it Brian Gil? No me acuerdo. Uno de los dos that entered the pitch prematurely. Archivito Var is saying that Frankie de Jong actually habilitates Brian Zaragoza because he's not, or Brian Gil, uno de los dos, because he didn't have a direct influence. We're gonna hear from Hansi Flick. Let's have a listen to what the German manager has to say. Curious.
We had our chance in the first half. Second half, Girona has more chances. I think they also deserve
Chances in the
this
first half.
victory.
Don't really know.
At the end, we are not in a good moment, and
Definitely not. Barca were in a terrible moment.
in the defense, we didn't make it good.
These are not good days for Barca. These are not good days. Right now, the obvious is pointing out that our play is just letting us down. It's not just the defense, it's the entire team. The midfield, the forwards.
It happened. So it's I think also our positioning was not good, especially in the midfield.
Yeah,
We were too open, and when we make the mistakes,
man,
then they
giving them so many chances.
then in your back, it's not easy to defend. So we have to come back on this way where we normally like to.
Drop your comments in the comment section if you want any reactions. This won't be a long one. I'll do a proper one tomorrow
We have a long weekend, and
from the studio.
I think also it's good then we have some 2 days off. We give 2 days off because I think also the players they are was a little bit tired, but at the end
We cannot say that we're tired, Hansi.
now we're on this
Something's up.
and now we can
Something is up, and we're playing like absolute dirt. There's no denying it. There's no doubt about it. There's no hiding it neither. Something is going very amiss with the way that we play, with the way that we approach the match, and how we're executing the game plan now. It's so chaotic. Hansi being asked about the conversation with Soto Atraco at the end of the 90 minutes. Listen to what he says.
I'm here for us. I'm here just for us. Yeah.
Put the microphone in his face, man.
Okay, then I also. Okay. No, I nothing to say. Okay, thanks a lot.
All right, Hansi,
Le he preguntado por la falta
definitely offended there.
del entrenador. ¿Qué le ha dicho el árbitro? La falta contundente. Y me ha dicho que bueno, que qué pienso yo. Que si pienso yo que es falta.
Well, of course. So obviously, the controversies is one, the penalty that I mentioned before. Normally, you should just put that away. The fact that we're even trying to scrape and talk about the fact that there's a potential mistake or a violation that happened with one of the Girona players entering the penalty as it was being taken, that it should have been a retake. the rules state that it is, but I just hate that we have to grasp. You know, we're like clutching straws here. But the Kunde one is very, very obvious. And what's his face? VAR should have definitely intervened. They didn't. No surprise. It's Brian Hill, by the way, the one, not Zaragoza. But, and it was, of course, Echeverri, Claudio Echeverri, that stomped on Kunde's foot on the boot, on his toes, in the build up of the 2-1, the definitive 2-1, in a game that was, again, chaotic, haphazardous, lacking in ideas, lacking in conviction, lacking in intensity, lacking in cohesion. You know, you just put all the adjectives and excuses that you want. We were just piss poor. And that is very painful to see, man. It's painful to see because, like Hansi said himself, we just heard him in the press conference or in the post match flash comments say that it's been a while. It's been far too long now that we're just playing subpar. We're playing below our potential, below. I mean, how did VAR not take a look at that Echeverri stomp on Kunde in the build-up of the goal? Any other team, and you know what I'm referring to, would have had VAR calling that back and at least annulling the goal, canceling that goal. It's right in the build-up of the 2-1. Kunde's on the floor, cannot stand up. Bernal is looking at the referee, who definitely saw it. Soto Atraco is right there, does nothing. VAR do nothing. And we again have to talk about these controversies, these refereeing mistakes that, for some reason or another, always happens against Barça. I mean, in the Barça games. Fair enough that it happens to other teams in the table as well. I don't watch all of the games that are played. I can't even call it a Spanish top flight anymore in La Liga. But it just seems that the team right now that are leading the Spanish league, they don't uh, they don't suffer from those kinds of refereeing mistakes. Quite the opposite. El viento siempre al favor. Miguel, what's up, man? It's okay. We'll get through these moments. Saying hi. What's up? What's up? What's up? Appreciate the message. Like I said, just gonna record right now. Quick reaction from the comfort of my couch. Figured if the players are not showing up, then why should I show up? It's late. I'm tired. The wife and the kiddos are already sleeping. I cannot be as loud anyway as I would normally would want to be. This is infuriating. I'm furious. I'm upset. So I'm gonna try to sleep on it. Come back tomorrow with a fresher take. So make sure that you subscribe to D Spot. Don't miss out on the post match reactions in a more orderly, structured, calm, less heated, and finding a bit of nuance in this absolute chaos that is Football Club Barcelona right now. It's difficult. It ain't easy. But yeah, it's just painful to watch, Miguel, man. It's painful to watch. It's painful to give up the top spot of the La Liga as well to the Juats, who are playing just piss poor football themselves. And the difference, man, the difference right now, it's besides the 2 points, it's just how referees are calling these games. You know, the mistakes always falling towards the Blaugranas and the favors falling towards the Juats. It's it's the classic playbook. It's the classic textbook. Nothing new under the sun. But the fact that we have to again pearl clutch and talk about these refereeing controversies rather than just praising and hailing the good football that we're supposed to be playing, that we can be playing, but that is just failing us right now. It's that's what pisses me off right here. That's what pisses me off. Big win for Girona, though, of course. Let's see where they're on the table. They were in the danger zone for a long time. I think they're floating in the mid-table. What are they? 12th, 11th. You know, all the way up to 12th. with 29 points, well, five clear from where Mallorca are at the moment. Well, who gives a shit? I don't give a crap about Girona. I want Barça to win the league, and I want us to do it convincingly. My God, Miguel, how do you explain this, man? How do you explain these performances? How do you explain what is happening to the team of late? Not just today. And luckily, we don't have to play any playoff Champions League football because I don't even want to know how that would end given how we are playing at the moment. 4-0 against Atlético de Madrid after 45 minutes, and Rayo Vallecano are able to put three past them. That at least has to give us some hope come March and come the second leg of the Camp Nou. But so much has to change at the moment because this, man, it's ugly. It's ugly. God is watching. Stealing is not good. It'll be okay. It'll be okay this weekend by God's grace. I don't know, man. We got, we can only go up in a way. This can't get any worse. I say that, but it could potentially get a lot nastier because now it's crunch time. I'm trying. I don't have my glasses on. I'm trying to like read what you're. Look at it. How's that for a boomer look? Oh, this could get out. This could get worse, man. How are we gonna lose the league to the Whites, to this team that is going to go down if it ends like this with Madrid on top, to having dove their way to the league title, having dived? No, dove, right? Dove their way, dived their way to picking up the national trophy, the domestic league title, with the god awful, awful, disgusting football that they play, changing coach midway through the season to replace him with Okono. How are we gonna lose the league title to that squad? We're watching Kubarsi. Just like, what was it? Like a minute later, we have to concede the equalizer as well. We cannot hold on to a lead to save our lives, man, at the moment. Oh, my God. Nasty. How are we going to lose the league to that squad of clowns, man? That squad of teatreros, absolute actors. Say it ain't so, man. Say it ain't so. You were seeing, like, what is our defense doing? Just Girona walks into the 18-yard box. Lemar left alone. Players standing around. So much space. Everyone just ball watching. Joan Garcia with all of the heroics that he pulled out of his ass in this game. Of course, unable to stop that. But just shocking, man. Shocking. From beginning to end. Nasty, nasty, nasty. Some more comments. What's going on? We are not going to lose the league. I believe in this team. The ref for shit. We really have to work hard, dude. It's lo que dijo Xavi. Xavi said it himself. Xavi Hernandez, that is. Esta liga hay que trabajarla because the way that the wind is blowing, there's a team that is going to get all the wind in their sail as they have done over the course of history, of course, but let's just focus on this season. All season, they've gotten the favors blown their way. The statistics for the penalties are shocking, but not just that. There's a great, I actually retweeted it. Some great statistics. I'll go over it again tomorrow in the post-game show analysis, where I'm going to go over it with a fine-tooth comb. Just the stats that show how little touches Real Madrid need to have made in the opponent's 18-yard box for them to whistle a penalty, and how it's so lopsided when it comes to Barça. Even though we tread the penalty area far more than the Juarez. Again, something that back in the day I wish I knew to have brought up with Kian Sobani when he makes up sheer and other lies about supposed statistics. But Barça, we just can't seem to get anything in our favor. Or it's not even in our favor. It's just whistled, blown the right way. It's shocking the refereeing that we have to put up with, and it's just nothing new neither, man. It's like I'm getting so tired of this, and I hate that I have to talk about it. I hate to have to, Lamine Yamal had an amazing chance on goal where he tries to chip it and probably just should have gone. Hindsight is 2020, of course. And when you're talking about the best player in the world, who am I to correct him? But when you see him chip the ball right into the keeper's gloves, it's just like, dude, what are you doing, man? Put that ball away. Look for the far corner, the short corner, even in between his legs. But why are you trying to chip it? And it was an awful chip. He was far too close to the goalkeeper to try to pull off that sort of a chip if it wasn't going to go any higher. Whether he miskicked it or not, it's a 1v1 situation, and Lamine should have, could have, and would have done better at another time, but it's just not at the moment. It seems to nothing seems to be going our way. Not for these players. Rafinha also making some space, dropping that shoulder, getting the ball on his right foot, and then not even getting the ball on target. Just completely miss kicking it past the near post. He tried a couple of more shots from distance. It was impossible. Nothing was dropping. But though I do appreciate it, though. What is your name? FCB Dream. The faith that you have that we're not going to lose this league. I wish I had that faith. I ain't got it right now. I ain't got it right now. The ref was terrible for sure. All right, Miguel. I'll catch you tomorrow, man. Guys, subscribe, hit the bell notification if you can. If you can't, by the way, because YouTube has been playing tricks, do let me know if you cannot activate the bell notification. It's something I have to discuss with the YouTube team for some reason or another. My channel has been, well, I don't want to say shadow banned or anything or blacklisted, but for some reason people are unable to click the bell notification to get notified when my videos go up. So make sure you let me know if you're able to activate the bell notification. There's a video coming tomorrow. There's more videos. I've got pods coming with Dan from the Barcelona pod, Barça Talk, Revista de la Liga. We got Graham Hunter coming. We've got Irati Vidal coming. We've got Andrea Orlandi coming. So many guests lining up. Some of your favorite Barça Twitter accounts as well. Twitter accounts. And a lot of goodness. So you don't want to miss out on any of this stuff. Hit the bell notification, subscribe, hit the like as well. Drop your comments in the comment section. Do anything that you can to continue to make this the fastest growing Barça community YouTube channel on the interwebs. That is my mission. That is what we're striving for here on this channel. So thank you all for helping me with that. Take the last couple of comments here if nobody else has anything to say. Thank you for tuning in. Once again, very disappointing result. Very disappointing performance from the team, from Hansi's side. And of course, a very frustrating, once again, refereeing actuación, refereeing display that just added more salt to the wounds. Did we lose because of the ref? Well, you could argue that we did in part because one, the penalty that should have been retaken according to the rules wasn't, and Kunde getting stomped on by Echeverri should have been a clear and blatant foul, but neither the Soto Atraco or the VAR team felt like reviewing that or calling that. So that was the 2-1, the dagger, the final one to send Barça definitively now, at least for now, of course, with another week to go, but sitting now in the second spot of the La Liga EA Sports with Mbappe and the Juans looking happy and sitting pretty at the top, which is just it's mind-boggling. It's an absolute head scratcher how that is going to be the case. I hope you're right, FCB Dream. I hope you're right that they will not win the league, but my God, we didn't take our chances today. It's our fault, but the referee and VAR for the second goal is a scandal. Exactly, dude. Exactly. We should have done better. And I hate the fact that I'm here having to point out obvious and detrimental refereeing mistakes that in the end cost us dearly. But, ugh, qué asco, qué asco. Chicos, mira, 22 minutos, ya está. I've already rambled on more than what I wanted, really. I just wanted to be quick and efficient. Like I said, if the players weren't going to show up tonight, then why do I even bother turning on the lights and keeping my wife and potentially my kids awake as I ramble and scream into a microphone in front of a camera when I can just do it right here from the comfort of the couch? All right? Anyways, más mañana, más y mejor. Hopefully, more and better for the next few days to come. Not for now, though. We're going to have to sit second for a week. Hopefully, Mourinho can deliver us some joy and inflict the first bit of pain tomorrow in the Champions League. Vamos a ver. Venga, Miscal Barça, hit the like, drop your comments in the comment section, and give us a follow as well so you can be part of the fastest growing Barça community on the interwebs. Yes, sirree. This is the spot for the Barça insiders. Sleep well. Good night, folks.